So welcome, Jeannette.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here with the Flipboard team.
So tell us a little bit about what you blog about.
Well, I blog at Hispana Global in English and in Spanish. So I blog about anything that concerns women, whether it's parenting, whether it's travel, technology, social good. We do so many things that I feel that I needed to reflect like what I'm interested in and also see it on an online blog. It's not only about me, but also what interests my community.
Right, and how do you find out what interests your community?
Well, it's very easy these days because whenever you post something online, you're going to be able to see an immediate reaction. So if people start engaging with you, it means that they're interested. When there's no reaction, chances are that you're not providing the content that they're looking for you to provide. So on Facebook, you get an immediate reaction, Twitter as well, Instagram, like all social platforms. And even on Flipboard, when I share something that people are interested in, they'll start flipping it into their own magazines.
Yeah, can you talk about how Flipboard informs your content strategy?
Well, Flipboard for me is another content syndication tool. That's the way that I see it. First, I go to Flipboard to curate my own magazine. So let's say I travel so much that I want to read, like I don't have time to read everything. So I'll start flipping into different magazines so that way I have all my reading material together. It's a way of keeping myself organized. But then, and that also sparks ideas, right? Because that sparks content generation. But I also use it to distribute my own content. I have my Hispana Global magazine in which I share all my content. Whatever I'm providing to my audience, I also reach them through Flipboard.
And what do you read to inspire yourself?
I love reading essays, actually. I love the New York Times essays. I love reading The Atlantic. But there's so much great content being shared, like on blogs, and that's why I feel that Flipboard can be very useful if you know how to use it. I know that learning a new platform sometimes is a challenge, but it's very easy to search through hashtags, or if there's certain topics that you're interested in, or even if you don't know what you're searching for, but just flip through news, and that sometimes sparks ideas, and it takes you to certain sites that might not be on your radar.
What are the kinds of things you're passionate about?
I'm passionate about helping others. So whether it's through tips, whether it's through just reaching out to a friend in need, that's what makes me happy. So social good for me is a huge component. I've been working with Shot at Life for years, with the UN Foundation, with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, with No Kid Hungry. For me, it's essential to be able to help others and also to empower others to continue helping, because people sometimes are so overwhelmed that they're like, I can't make a difference in the world. And the reality is that everybody can be helping another person, and it can be by sharing your voice. It can be by volunteering. It doesn't have to be by donating millions of dollars. Now, if you have them, that's wonderful. But we all can do something to improve the world that we live in.
What would you say to people who say, oh, I'm too busy, like I barely have enough time, for myself and my family? How can I find time to help others? What would you advise?
It only takes like one tweet. If you're active on social media, probably that will take 30 seconds out of your day. I challenge anybody to not be able to find 2 minutes out of their busy schedule. And sometimes really, it doesn't have to be through this huge campaign. It can be just grabbing the phone and actually showing somebody that you care about them. Or going to your child's school. So you're already dropping off your child at school, you might volunteer in the library or help out donating certain items that the teacher might need. It can be as small as that, and we can all find time for that.
What's something that you've learned on this journey?
That you never stop learning, and also that you have to be a master of adaptation and reinvention. And if there's one skill that we need to teach children, is to learn to adapt. Because I studied journalism, I never knew how the world was going to evolve, but I've been capable of reinventing myself, and I think that that's a skill that we all need to have.
For sure. Thank you so much, Jeannette.
Thank you so much.